Okay, guys, I am super, super excited. I love Ashley to pieces. I love having her on trainings. She's literally the sweetest person I've ever met in my life. We bonded.
Guys,
We were pregnant together. Our babies are like a month apart. And she was like my oh my God, this
mom,
is happening to me. Is this
mom.
normal? She was my mom while I was pregnant. I'm like, is this normal? This is happening. And she's like, you're fine. And we
I've
became
had 10 kids. It's fine.
and we became really, really good friends through this business. And she's so amazing. She's an amazing leader, an amazing mama. She's just like killing the game in all aspects. And I'm super, super excited for you guys to hear her tips tonight. So Ashley, if you want to just introduce yourself and tell like tell your 2-minute story.
I'm bad at a 2-minute story, you guys, but I'm also bad at talking. But then when I talk a lot. So I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. Hey, Trace and Bray. Shh. My kids are still awake. I didn't have time to put them to bed yet. So, well, the baby's asleep. It's fine. So, you guys, I started this business almost 6 years ago now. Probably just like every one of you guys met a random person on Facebook. It was Jay Cooper, by the way. But I met her talking about paying stuff off, and I messaged her, and this is not me, okay? I'm a very like introverted person. I'm very like scared of everybody. I'm not good at social interaction, believe it or not, but I am okay at typing things. So it goes okay. But anyways, she told me she was a Ruby at the time. She said, I'm getting ready to make $1,000 a month from social media. And I jumped in then. You guys, the month that I joined, we were $300 short on our bills. And I was like, I got to do something. I have to do something. I had a 6-month-old baby and a 4-year-old son. And I was like,
the G2S is very good at this early stage. And you can see the clip pretty early catches cats in the jungle. So SKT should know the cats
it's
at least have the
Christina
opportunity.
Hamilton.
I muted everybody, including you. You have to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Okay, so I came across her on Facebook. I decided to do it. I did not have the money. I was scared to death, but I knew that I was a hard enough worker. So literally, I started this because I saw, one, I could make $1,000 from social media, and two, I believed in myself and my work ethic enough to do it. So I jumped in blind. I had 0 Instagram, you guys. I had 100 Facebook friends, and I didn't even like those friends. Okay, like. That sounds terrible, but it was like I had my first kid when I was 18, okay? And people like they're not very like nice about that kind of thing. And then when I had Braylon, we really struggled, okay? She was in the NICU for 2 weeks, and that was not something we had planned on. So Joey was off work, and then when he went back to work, he got his job offer from the job he's at now, his dream job. And so they're like, oh, that's great. Let's cut ties here. So he goes home, and later that night, the department calls and says, okay, you start in a month. Okay, so here we are already not being able to pay our bills, and his new job is a month away. And it was a very terrible time for us. And even though we are like teen parents, we were doing okay when we had Trace. Like we had $7,000 stored under the bed because Joey was filing bankruptcy. So we couldn't keep that money in the bank. So you guys, we have just been through it, and we were just living on love. Like seriously, I don't know what our plan was. It wasn't a good plan, but you know, living on love. And so I jumped in, I believed in myself, and you guys, I promoted very fast. And remember I said I had no market, okay? I went diamond in 5 months. I went double diamond in 7 months, triple diamond in 9 months, presidential diamond in 12 months, which by the way, I just knew in my soul. I was like, God, I'm going presidential by my 1 year. I don't know why I thought it. I just knew it. So I went presidential in 12 months. I went ambassador diamond in 16 months. And if you ask me how, I don't know. I just knew it. It was like a God thing, and it worked. Like I just worked, and I knew it. I don't know.
Oh, I'm unmuted. I didn't even know I was unmuted.
You're okay. Joey's getting ready to walk in, so I'm sorry. I'll go to the
No, it's fine. I love your story. Every time I listen to it, I just like get like goosebumps because like what?
She gets the butterflies. We're in love.
Diamond in a year, no big deal. Like what? That's so crazy. I
was
it.
Ignorance on fire. That's literally the best way to put it.
So you promoted super fast, and you had like 2 babies at the time. So how did you I'm going to go out of order on these questions I sent you.
Okay.
So like then and now, now you're a mama of 3 babies, right? So I kind of wanted you to talk about like how you fit this into your schedule with like with 3 kids. One of them's home. One of the two other ones go to 2 different schools, and then you have sports. And like, how do you fit this business into your schedule and avoid that mom guilt? So mom guilt is one of the things that they had a panel on about today at the event, and I thought it was really great. I have to ask Ashley about this because like I know, like, we go through it, right? We got babies and we're trying to build a business, and like mom guilt happens. So can you just like go into like this business and how you did it with a little baby and a 4-year-old and how you're doing it now and all the things?
All the fun things. Hold on 1 second. Hey, your dinner's in the microwave, okay? Sorry. I'm also a wife. I'm not a good housewife, by the way, you guys. I'm really not. Okay, so yeah, when I started this, I had 2 kids. I mean, they were both at home when I started, okay? Braylon never slept. She still doesn't sleep very good. She never slept, and so literally I was just up all night, I swear to God, rocking this child to sleep. It was exhausting. But I used that time. Like, I feel like this business, no matter what, kids or not kids, is all about prioritizing, okay? And it was important to me because I needed the money to take care of my family. So I was willing to do the things, whether I was up all night, waking up early, burning every grilled cheese I ever make. You can ask, I mean, I don't burn grilled cheeses, okay? But when I'm hustling in my business, I start burning everything, okay? I'm not really a good cook, but it's fine. So then when I got pregnant with Ava, I thought, this is gonna be cake. I've done this before, okay? And then you pop out a baby that screams for the first 6 months of her life. I contemplate running away, like maybe quite literally. I was in just such a bad place, physically, mentally. I was exhausted. I had a baby that I could not do anything to make happy except for nurse 24/7. It was terrible. And it was hard. It was really hard. And I thought in my head, I'm going to work all night long, just like I did with Braylon. It's going to be great. But then you've got 3 kids and you're exhausted and you can't keep your darn eyes open. And then you're trying to work while you're rocking the baby to sleep, and you're falling asleep while you're trying to get the baby to sleep. And you guys, this is all just normal stuff. Okay. It's very, very normal. You have to take care of yourself, but I fit it in when I was awake. When the kids were awake, I would wake up early. So my kid, Trace, wakes up at 6:48. My alarm was set at 6:15. So I could wake up and just have that 30 glorious minutes without children on me, okay? And that's when I would answer my messages from the night before and follow, maybe get a post in my story app, maybe type something in my story app. I always stay up late. I put my kids to bed at 8, and then I go to bed and I sit up and work for 2.5, 3 hours, okay? Just kind of depends, because sometimes I fall asleep sitting up, but sometimes, I mean, all the time. So I'm a very tired human. Some people can run on a lot less sleep than me. Madison, I know you do. I really require sleep. So I just fit it in. I fit it in around the kids. I do. I take the kids to school. I pick them up. We have sports. Joey is a firefighter. He works 24-hour shifts. I'm very, very used to doing everything on my own with 3 kids, dinner, house, dogs, name it. Like, we all have busy lives. I don't think being busy is part of it. I think priorities is all of it, honestly. And you're going to have your days where you feel like you can't get anything done, and then you're going to have your days where you're not making it a priority to get things done. And I hope that that makes sense, because you can squeeze it in the little nooks and crannies of your day when you are going poop, okay? And I'm not trying to make you like, I'm not trying to be weird, but like, you're sitting there for 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes, whatever, however long it takes you. And I know your phone's in your hand. Maybe a kid too, but I know your phone is. And you just do something, okay? Follow. So what I do personally is I make myself do something before I allow myself to do something else. So I'm like, oh my God, I just want to watch this show. And I'm like, okay, let's follow, unfollow, and message 20 people. Okay, you guys, that's 5 minutes of work, maybe 10. So I'm like, it's like rewarding myself. I want to do this, so I have to do this. Easy peasy, okay? As far as mom guilt, I mean, there is guilt. Okay, when you've got 3 kids like talking to you all at the same time, and you're trying to message somebody back. Okay, there's serious guilt about that, but you have to think about what you're doing this for. Okay, so like I don't give myself a hard time about it because I'm providing for them. I'm feeding them. I am able to sit with them and work. And yes, maybe in this moment I have to take 5 minutes to work my business, but then I get all my messages answered and I can put my phone down and I can sit there and make eye contact and make that time for you. Okay, so that keeps me going. When my phone dies, I put it on the charger. I go outside. You know what? I jumped on the trampoline with Braylon today. I didn't even pee my pants. It was great. Jumped on the trampoline with Braylon today. I left my phone on the chair outside. The monitor is outside because I have 3 kids. I can't just do willy-nilly. I have to like do everything around everybody else's schedule, right? And I played with Braylon. Trace was gone all day, but I take that time for each of them. I do, because it's a priority. Just like working my business is a priority, so I make the time. Did I answer the question, or did I just dance around it?
No, you answered the question. I mean, just like fitting this in, and it really is. You kept saying priority. This is something that we heard a lot today. On a few of the panels. I don't know how many of you guys watched the live stream. I know there was like some issues with it. But that was, that was a big word that was thrown around a lot today. It is so much just about making this business a priority, even when you don't want to. Like, there are days that I wake up and I'm like, God, I really don't want to go get Nash out of his crib. Like, I just want to stay in bed,
Every day.
every day of my life. But my baby is a priority. He needs me to take care of him. My business needs me to take care of it. It is not going to grow and flourish if I am not taking care of it. And it's so true. You just have to make it a priority, like, regardless. And yes,
I think right here though, I want to say really fast. This priorities and motivation, like, don't really go hand in hand. Okay, motivation is literally kind of just like a mindset. It's not a real thing. It's something you decide to either have or allow yourself not to have. Okay, motivation will come and go, but your determination, your priorities, and what you decide to do, that's on you. So you're not going to feel like it every day, but you do it because your business needs you, because your family needs you, because whatever you started this business for needs you. It's not about motivation. It's about prioritizing. Sorry.
No, that's perfect. And that statement right there leads me right into my next thing that I wanted to talk about. And that is having a strong why. So you've been in this business, you said, for almost 6 years now.
Yeah.
So how much has your why shaped and molded and changed over the last 6 years?
Oh, I feel like when I started, it was a very, very strong line. Obviously, $300 short on our bills. Okay, you guys, we were on welfare, state insurance. It was counting toilet paper sheets. Like, we weren't flushing the toilet because water bills are insane in the city, or your sewer bills anyway. And I'm choosing my food stamps to buy water so we could drink water because, like, you guys, like, I know. So when I started, my why was so strong. It was like, hey, take care of your family, feed your family. Like, it was easy. And as you go through your business, your why will change. And maybe you'll find that initial why is not strong enough to keep you going. Okay, for some people, it's just not strong enough. Quitting is easy. I get it. I think we all get it. Quitting and stopping and going back to your comfort zone of being uncomfortable, that is easy. That doesn't mean that it's right. That's not going to take you through the rest of your life. You have to keep going. And so sometimes that means rediscovering your why. Sometimes that means getting down to, like, what do you really want? Make a dream board. Like a 5-year-old in kindergarten. Cut pictures out of magazines. Look up things on the internet. Write things down. Journal. speak it, make videos, whatever it is you guys need to do. Make a dream board. What do you want? There are no limits. If you could have whatever you wanted without a limit, what would it be? That could be your why. Maybe like for me, that's like taking my kids to school, buying my son Nike shoes. Growing up, we had no money, okay, no money. And I would like wear the soles off of my shoes. All I had was hand-me-down clothes. I remember one year I had a pair of hand-me-down, like they were like these big, like, I don't know what you call them, utility, like gaucho pants. I don't know what they were. They were terrible, but they were hand-me-downs, and I wore them for picture day, okay? And I remember just being mortified because I thought these are like kind of nice pants, and then I go to school and they were not nice pants. Yeah, they were very, very horrible. And so for me, it's as simple as giving my kids the things that I wanted so much growing up: to play sports, to not have to ride the bus an hour plus every day, each way. Little things like that. So that's strong enough to keep me going. But it has definitely evolved as my business has, because like then you get to a point, Ambassador Diamond, you're making so much money and you're like, what do I do now? And maybe you lose track of what you want and why you started and where to go next. And honestly, the only way, and I'm sure that this is going to lead into another of your questions, but the best way to rediscover that is self-development. And I can't wait to talk about that, because I have like some harsh truths on myself about that. But yeah, rediscover your why constantly. Add to your dream board, journal, write about what you want without limitations. It is not silly to ask for $5 a month, and it's not silly to ask for $5,000 a month, okay? Write what you want, whatever you want, no matter what, and keep it like a running list, because that is like the core of yourself. You're going to change. So keep your dreams changing and evolving with you.
I love that. I could just literally just listen to you talk.
Oh my God. I could listen to you talk all day though. You're really good at talking.
But so just like going off of what you were just saying about like being able to buy your son like Nike shoes. Okay. So one of the things that's really important to me, and I'm going to cry. I'm going to try not to cry, but
go for it.
Packing our kids lunches every day and feeding them breakfast at home. Like, it sounds so stupid, but my dad got hurt when I was young, and my mom didn't have a lot of money, and we weren't in the best place. And we were on, my mom got food stamps. She got Social Security money for me. She got, I was on state insurance, and I qualified for the free lunch and free breakfast at school, and that's what I had to eat every day. And that stuff is gross, guys. Like, it's not amazing, I ate it because it was there and it was food, but being able to like literally like pack my kids fresh fruit in their lunch
Try it out
every day.
Let it go.
Being able to feed them, being able to be like, what do you guys want for breakfast? And then if they don't want cereal, they don't have to have cereal. They can have eggs. They can have, waffles, like whatever they want, and like having those options for them is like huge for me, because I didn't have that. And like now having a son of my own, I can't wait to just like give him everything, because like I didn't have, like, there was so much that like I feel like I missed out on in my childhood. I feel like I didn't get to be a kid. I started working full time when I was 15 years old, dropped out of high school so that I could buy myself name brand tampons and didn't have to use Suave shampoo, because that's not what I wanted to use. So I went and got a job so I could buy myself the shampoo that I wanted and buy myself tampons. Like, and that's like real life. So I feel if you're not afraid to work, you can do anything with this business. And that's really what it comes down to. And just knowing what you want and why you want it is so important. And sometimes when I feel like, God, like, Ashley, you and I were having a conversation about this a couple of months ago. I'm like, I just don't know what my why is anymore. Like, I just feel like lost. Like, I got to this point where I'm making more money than I've ever made. And like, we moved into this big, beautiful house, and I have the car, and I'm already a stay-at-home mom, and Jamie's business is killing it. And like, I don't know what I want anymore. Like, I don't know what my why is. And sometimes it's looking and figuring out what I don't want. I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to get back on food stamps. I don't want to use my credit cards to pay for groceries. It's figuring out the things that I don't want and then saying that's why I have to keep going, because I don't want to go back to this life that I was living. And sometimes you just have to look at it from that angle. But okay.
Let it out. It's okay. You did good. You held it together.
I did good. It's been a very emotional day. I cried at the event. It was like a lot. Ashley Mayfield was sobbing on stage, and I was just like bawling my eyes out listening to her talk, and I'm like shaking, holding the camera, trying to record the video. Oh my god. Okay. So before we I want to like kind of stay in order. Okay, so let's go. All right, so this kind of goes along with this. So what do you feel is like the biggest thing that gets people in a place where they get stuck at a rank, where they get stuck and they're not moving forward? Maybe their team's not moving forward. Maybe they're moving backwards and they lose rank. What do you think like contributes to that, and how do you help your distributors and people on your team move out of that and like start growing again?
Okay, so this is where I'm going to talk about self-development, because for 5 years I took this 100% for granted. I thought I am not, like, first of all, I was like the person like, I don't need it, I'm good, I'm on fire. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm not so much on fire, I don't know what to do about it. And then I'm frozen in fear. And then I'm like trying to read a book and I'm too lazy to like make myself do it. And then I'm like, I'm doing it. Because that motivation, you guys, that motivation is literally just a myth. There's literally a book called Motivational Myth, I think is what it's called. Something like that. Am I right? It's something like that. So anyways, this is where self-development comes in, because you guys, business is always going to be 80% mental, okay? That means that if you are mentally not like in a good place, or if you are mentally expecting yourself to fail, or if you are mentally not excited or not in love or not energetic, like whatever it may be, it will 100% reflect on your business and on your life in general. This is why we see so often people being stuck, not just in this business, but in life, stuck in a cycle of not being able to pay their bills, of not getting the promotion, of not getting the job, or not whatever. It's because mentally they are expecting themselves to stay there. My life sucks. I never get the job. I never get the promotion. I never do this. I never do that. I literally, at this point, feel like if we want to move a mountain, we could walk up to it, pick it up, and move it. And obviously that's pretty metaphorical because we can't physically do that, but mentally we can. Mentally we can do whatever it is we put our minds to. And this is what I was telling you guys. When I went presidential diamond, like, it was never on my radar. I wanted $300 a month. That's executive. Okay, that was my radar. And then I went executive. I was like, oh my gosh, I can go Ruby. And I went Ruby the next month. And it's like, wow, what about diamond? And then I started looking at diamond. And you guys, so when I went triple diamond, 9 months into my business, I remember Tiffany Her. If you guys don't know her, she's really fun, okay? But she started at the same time as me, and she went triple at the same time. And then she said, I'm going to go presidential by my 1 year. And I was like, what? What? You're going to go presidential? I'm like, well, then I got to go presidential. And at that exact moment, I thought, I'm doing this at my 1 year. And you guys, I needed like 60 something more distributors. That's in 3 months. That's in 3 months, okay? I was like, wow, that's a lot of work to do in 3 months. But I was like, I don't know, I'm just going to do it. I just know I'm going to do it. And you guys, literally, it is the strongest feeling, the strongest emotion, and it attracts it to you. And I know that this all sounds really wonky. If you watch The Secret, it sounds like a cult practice or something, but it's not. It's actually legit, scientifically proven. I can like send videos that talk about the scientific side of it, not scientifical, right, Joey? I say that every time, scientifical. It's not even a word. So anyways, it is so legit. And the more that I learn about how powerful our minds are, the more excited I get because I can control it. And it's hard. And sometimes we have like our crappy moments, and sometimes we lose track of that. And it will reflect in our business. It will reflect in your business. If you don't think that you can do it, you won't do it. So stop telling yourself that. Stop holding yourself back. Stop literally counting yourself out and ruining your business. Maybe your life. And I know that's like a strong like phrase, but like this goes so deep to your core and it lasts so long that if you cannot make yourself realize that you are in control of it all, you will spend your whole life just being like, why am I stuck here? Why am I stuck here? You guys, like, my parents do not come from like anything, okay? And working these jobs that they don't love, it's not like a career kind of thing, you guys. And that's what they're still doing, 50s, okay? Because that's all they believed they could do. Give yourself some freaking credit, okay? You are amazing. There is nothing that any one person in here on this Zoom, in the team, in the world that makes them more special than you. You know why some people go ambassador and some people don't? Because the ones that go ambassador believed that they could. And then their actions backed it up. So if you want to go diamond, work like you think a diamond should. What should a diamond be doing? If you want to go presidential, work like a presidential diamond does. Does that mean that they spend 90% of their waking hours working and talking to people? Maybe it does. Are you willing to do it? If you're not willing to do the things that diamond does or a presidential diamond does or whatever, then why would you ever like go to that place? So have the work and be mentally like accepting of it. I read the book Happy Money by Ken Honda. I think that's his name. I'm really bad at names. So Ken Honda, it was such a good book. Oh my gosh. And it just talked about gratitude, which is like my favorite. I'm a yellow personality, which means that I'm like encouraging and loving, and I'm not very fun. I'm kind of just like boring. But anyways, so he talks about just gratitude and how gratitude is like the strongest emotion. And when you have gratitude, it really like attracts positivity to you. So be thankful for everything. Did you pay a bill? Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to pay that bill. Did you get an extra 2 cents back on your tax return? Thank you for that extra money. Have some gratitude. Work on yourself mentally. Don't be lazy. Don't take it for granted. It is very important that you do amazing things. My 9-year-old told me this statistic. I don't know how true it is, but I like it. So I'm going to tell it to you. Billionaires read 1 book a week, a month. Trace, what is it?
A week.
Oh,
a day.
That's not a day. Now he's just making stuff up. So.
I think it's 2 books a week.
Oh, well, so the point is they work on themselves. I mean, that's like what I'm getting at. So like, so work on yourself. Don't take it for granted. I'm tired, okay? I know it's only 8:30, but it's 9:30 yesterday's time.
Well, it's 10:30 yesterday's time for me.
I know, but you don't sleep as much as I do.
No, I know. Because I nap during the day when Nash naps.
Oh, I don't know.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I just like love that. And self-development is so big, you guys. If you are not doing it, you need to do it. I did not start doing personal development until 8 months into my business, and I sat at Ruby. I went Ruby, and this is something I don't really talk about a lot, but I went Ruby, I think, for the sole purpose that my enroller placed someone under me that went Ruby. So she was my executive. So I only had like 2 400 boxes that I had to fill because that's what the chart was at the time. And like those, like I was just killing it with 2 people. Like I had one girl that was killing it and I was helping the other girl kill it. And like we were all just rocking it. And then I went Ruby and then I got stuck there. And it's because like I wasn't growing my mind. I wasn't doing the things. I wasn't believing in myself. I wasn't speaking positivity over myself and my business. And I read a book the month before I went diamond called Just Ask the Universe. It's by Michael Samuels, I want to say. It's a super fast read. I've probably read it like 3 times at this point.
I'm looking it up now. Keep going.
It's free on, if you have Amazon Prime, you can like download it as like a free thing that you can read, like, and then you like return it or whatever. You know how you can like check books out from their store.
Michael Samuels.
Yes, Michael Samuel's Just Ask the Universe. It's a quick read, but it's all about the law of attraction. It's about being thankful for what you have and telling the universe what you want. It's called Just Ask the Universe. I will send a picture of it in our chat and show you guys what it is. But it's a super fast read. You can read it in like a couple days if you're like, you know, spending a half an hour reading. You can like really bang it out. It's a short book, but it's so good. I've read it several times. And it's just like, it's all this law of attraction, which is amazing. And it's so important. And I read that book and I went diamond, and then I read it again right before I went double, and I read it again over the summer when I was trying to like figure out what I'm doing with my life right now, because we had so many changes over the last year. I had a baby, we bought a house, we renovated the house, we sold it, we bought a bigger house. There's so much things going on. So I just read that book again because I know it makes me feel good. So let's see. How do you cast vision for your team? So this is something that I hear leaders talking about on trainings. They're like, oh, I'm casting a vision. Like, you have to cast the vision for your team. It's a term that I hear thrown around a lot. What does that term mean to you, and how do you put it into action?
I feel like this could mean like different things for different people. So first of all, it's dreaming out loud. That's like the biggest thing, like that encompasses it all. Dreaming out loud. So being like, I want to like buy a house, buy a car. I want to put $50 in the savings. It doesn't matter what it is, but like dreaming out loud in your posts, in your stories, in your lives, on your video, whatever. So dreaming out loud. But I think what's really, really big, and I've heard this a lot, like from Amanda Boucher, she went ambassador, and she talked about how she with her team got 40,000 GV or whatever in the last like 3 days of the month. Okay. And this is what really stood out to me about her video. She said that she just told her team, we need 40,000 GV. That's a very big word, because we are a team, right? We need 40,000 GV to go ambassador. And you guys, whenever you are a great leader, your team loves and respects you. I feel like that's such a good sign of a great leader. Your team loves and respects you and wants to do this not only with you, but for you. That creates a community that cannot be replicated anywhere else. And so she went to her team. She told them what was missing. And they were like, let's do it. And you guys, they did it for her and for themselves. And they all reaped the benefits of it. Okay. It's not like she got to reap all the benefits, but like, they raised their checks. They helped their team raise their checks. They helped her raise her check. It was a very just mutually beneficial relationship. And that to me is very much casting a vision, working together as a team, talking out loud about what you want, dreaming together, making your dream boards, sharing them with each other, talking about what do you want. Just be like, what would an extra $500 do for you? What is your goal for next month? How does that change your life? How does that make you feel? Just going over these things. Be a friend. Be a friend. If you are like me and you're a yellow personality, like you might not be like super fun, but you can very much listen to people talk about their lives and what makes them feel good. And that's where I like, that's what it makes me feel. That's what I feel like. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
That's so good. So every time, like I've asked different people this question and the answers are always different, but I love that. Dreaming out loud. I love the example that you gave about Amanda, because I remember hearing that video about that and her literally just being like, guys, this is what we need. And me and you had a similar conversation to this, and you're like, you know, when I think it was when you were talking about going ambassador, like, you know, it was like you guys did it together as a team. Like your team was working for you because they love you and they respect you, and like they knew what that was going to do, not only for them, but for you. And that's like so amazing. And like, so like, how do you, I didn't write this down, but like, how do you cultivate that culture with your team?
Well, I think being a yellow personality, I think it just comes from being like a good person. Like loving on your team, creating friendships. I feel like creating friendships within your team creates the strongest team that works together and moves mountains, right? Just love on your team, encourage them as a friend, as a leader. You're not going to be best friends with everybody you enroll. It's not going to happen, but sometimes you're going to enroll people that really just they touch you, okay? You create real relationships. My like actual best friends are in this business. Never met them before it. Met on social media. And when you meet in person, I was telling Madison this today, but when you meet in person, it's not even weird. You literally just like know and love these people. And so like the best way to create that is just be a nice person, be a friend, talk to them. Don't just go to them in a selfish way. Kara Murphy, you guys won't know her. She's like our up line. But anyways, I remember getting advice from her, and she said, if you do this for other people, you'll go a lot further, or something to that effect. And she was just saying, like, don't make this about yourself. Make this about everybody else that you're helping. Make it about changing all of those lives. And it touched me so hard because I was like, wow, like I started this for me. But if I do it for everybody else, like at the end of the day, it comes back to you in such good ways.
Oh, I got the goosebumps. And when you were just talking about like when you meet people, it's not weird. Like that was like when me and you met for the first time. We were like, let's take a picture of our baby bumps. Actually,
was that the first time we met? I don't even know the first time we met.
That was like the first time that we like hung out, met though.
That's so funny. I brought you pizza. No, that was last time.
Ashley looked like she like ate a cheeseburger, and I was like hugely pregnant, and Ashley was like, "Did I?"
Asia's belly was very big though.
Listen, I was 5 months pregnant.
So was I.
Well, you're this big.
She was like in a shirt.
You
had like a big, nice belly.
You had abs like 5 days after you gave birth. So
I don't understand. I know.
I know. I don't get it.
I don't either. I won't have another one. I won't see if it keeps up.
This girl literally has like the mom bod goals are real. Like Ashley's body is smoking. She had 3 freaking babies, and I'm just like, girl, your stomach. Like I'm all like stretch marks, jiggly. It's okay.
No, I'm literally just a 2x4. It's really not like that cool. It's like 2x4.
Oh my god.
We can't win. Us women can't win, can we? We always want what we don't have.
It's fine. We're just gonna love on ourselves. You know what? I have a big, sexy, voluptuous body, and Jamie loves me, so it's like. And I'm sure Joey loves you and your 2x4.
Don't give him any ideas, okay? He's listening.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. So a few more questions that I have here. So try to figure out like which order I want to go in. Okay, so these questions kind of go like hand in hand. So oh no, this is one whole question. It's just really long. Okay. What do you say this is something that a couple people on my team are struggling with right now, so I really want you to like speak to this. But if someone on your team is struggling, like say someone comes to you, they have a full-time job, they can't really be on their phone at work. I mean, like I went through this because I was a hairdresser, couldn't be on my phone at work. You know what I mean? Someone can't be on their phone while they're at work, and they're trying to do their full-time job and be good at their full-time job and work this business and be good at this business and also like have some kind of personal life and not totally lose their crap. Like what advice do you give to that person? Like if they're just like, dude, like how do I do all these things? Because I'm so overwhelmed.
First of all, I think these years are super fun, aren't they, you guys? We're all just crazy. I really think that this, at the end of the day, comes back to priorities, like we talked about earlier. Like you just fit it in because it is a priority to you. I have not worked a job since I started this business. Okay, I started when Braylon was 6 months old. I haven't been back to work since right before I had her. So I cannot speak on a personal level to this. Okay, but I know so many people that do it, and they do it amazingly. Okay, so like I know that it can be done. I know that you can work it around anything, and sometimes I know you can't have your phone. So what do I suggest? Wake up a little early, go to bed a little late, take your phone on your lunch, or go eat in your car and work on your lunch. It's as easy as making like a quick video, like on an Instagram story, videotape yourself during your lunch break, just talking about your business or talking about the coffee that you're drinking right then and there. Oh my God, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, go away. So wake up early, go to bed late, fit it in when you can. Incorporate it into everything else. You're driving, okay, but only if you're hands-free driving, just saying. That's not a law in Missouri. I know up Northeast it is, but whatever you can do to fit it in, it's just a priority. And I can't relate to you guys. And I'm sorry that I can't give you personal advice on that, but I can find you names of people that can relate to you. I can find you names of people that worked 2 jobs and had 2 kids and had 2 master's classes going or something and worked this in. And so that's the best thing I can do for you guys. But go to bed a little later, stay up, get up a little earlier, do what you can do when you can do it. The thing about this is that whenever you feel good about what you're doing, you're going to get results. Okay. So whatever it is that you're saying or preaching on or posting about or sharing, whatever, if you feel good and on fire about it, it's going to work. This comes back down to the secret, to manifesting, to the law of attraction, et cetera, et cetera. That's what this comes down to. So if you're feeling good and on fire about it, even if it's 20 minutes a day, you can build a big full-time income with it. Feel good about it. Know what you want and be willing to do the things that you need to do to make it happen. And I'm sorry I can't give you great advice on this. I just can't relate personally.
No, that's good though. It is. It's making it a priority. It's finding the time to fit it in, you know, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Okay, so 2 more things. So, and you can answer these in either order, but what is like your biggest tip for new distributors training new distributors? Because we're about to come into a big season of growth, right? We're, 2020 is right around the corner. Crazy.
I can't believe it.
I can't. They were talking about it today, and I'm just like, what? There's like less than 60 days left of 2019. And so boom season is right around the corner, guys. If you have never been around for a boom season, January, February, March, April, May, like that is going to pay you through that
the rest of the year.
That's going to pay you all year. Exactly. Okay. So a lot of new distributors are going to be coming in, and these distributors are going to be signing up new distributors. So that's one of the biggest things that I know a lot of new people struggle with is trying to figure out how to train new teammates as a newbie, because like you don't feel like you know what you're doing. And
okay.
I know
No, stop worrying about that. New people are the best people. You are ignorance on fire. You don't have
That's
a clue
what I
what's going on,
say.
but you're excited, and that's what sells. Okay, excitement sells. How many times have I said that? It sells. Just get a different cup. That one was stuck. I couldn't get it undone. So stop worrying about knowing everything, because once you know everything, then you're still frozen. You're like, oh my God, I know too much. Don't overthink it. Lean on your leader. Lean on your leader. Okay, ask them a lot of questions, and they will help you answer it to your new teammate. But remember, like, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Tell them, hey, I'm new and I'm learning too. Let's do this together. Let's learn together. Let's climb the ranks together. Let me ask my leader. Let's ask the team page. Like, the more you overthink it, the more you're just going to psych yourself out. Like, you're not perfect. Guess what? Neither is someone who's been in the business 10 years. Everything's evolving and changing all the time, and we're all just doing our best, and we're all just failing forward. So just fail with us, like, seriously. But yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Boom.
Me too. I'm excited. Just like today really instilled a fire in me that I haven't felt since conference. So I'm really glad I was able to get to an event, because I just needed that for my soul. I just feel so good. Yeah, what Ashley was just saying, guys. So like, same thing, like that's how I went Ruby, like my second month, because I was just ignorance on fire. And we didn't have this whole thing of like Zoom trainings that people were doing. We didn't have Facebook Lives. We didn't have Instagram stories. Like, there's so many tools that you guys have now that we didn't have then. And it literally was just like being so excited. I mean, I didn't have an upline to send screenshots to. Like, that wasn't a thing back then that we did. Like, whoever thought of that, hello, genius. But like, that wasn't a thing that we did. We just had our own crappy conversations and figured it out. And you have so many resources and so many people willing to help you. So, you get that if you're new, get that new DT in a chat with your upline and work with them together if you're nervous to work with them one-on-one. But So much good growth is coming. So one last thing that they talked about today and put a really big emphasis on was the steps to success. And I think a lot of times we overcomplicate this business and we get stuck in the comparison game. We've all been guilty of it. Like, if you have ever compared yourself to anyone in this business, like, drop a one, like, hello, I have, okay, like, we're all guilty of it, right? You know, I'm not signing up 50 customers, you know, I'm not signing up 20 distributors, blah, blah, blah. I've never been a mass enroller. I know Ashley has never been a mass enroller. And this is something that we talked about today. The company has the steps to success in place because they work and they're duplicatable. If you go to someone and you're like, all right, you need to go sign up like 50 customers and 20 distributors because like that's how you're going to get to Diamond. And they're going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, what? If you put the steps to success in front of them and you say, this is your game plan, this is your roadmap to make as much money as you want with this company, okay? 4 customers and 3 distributors. And if that's scary to look at, then break it down by the week. Can you put in 1 person a week? Can you have enough conversations to put in 1 person a week? 1 customer and 1 distributor. Can you teach that distributor to put in their 4 customers? And then, you know, 1 customer a week, 1 distributor a week. Joel said, this was so crazy today. Hi, Bray. Joel said that if you completed your steps to success and each person that you enrolled completed their steps to success and so on and so forth, and this went down 9 levels, just from those distributors doing their steps to success, bringing in the 3 distributors and running an 80 BV, if everyone was running an 80 BV auto ship, just in commissions, your check would be over $100,000. You know how green Joel is. He was like breaking it down, reading it off of his phone today. And I was just like, what? Whoa. And that is literally just 3 distributors, everyone running an 80 BV auto ship, and all of those people, each level, just duplicating that steps to success, 3 DTs, okay? Setting up an 80 BV auto ship, okay? Not even counting any customers. There's $100,000. That's insane. Okay, that's not tabs. That's not fast start bonuses. I mean, when you're having growth like that, you're getting into leadership levels where you're going Diamond. You're getting leadership bonuses when you go Diamond. Like, when you go Diamond, you can make a lot of freaking money. So Ashley, I want you to talk about the steps to success because that's how you got to ambassador. Just focusing on the steps to success, not being like, I need to go enroll 100 customers and 70 distributors every month so that I can be successful. So I want you to talk about that. And that's my last thing for tonight.
Yay. Oh no, I love this because I am not a mass enroller. My best month I've ever had was the month I went presidential. I enrolled 25 customers and 15 distributors. That is the best month I've ever done. Was it amazing? Yes. Was I proud of myself? Absolutely. That does not count as a mass enroller in this company. Okay, people enroll over 100 customers a month. How? Like, they're just gods. They just talk to people and they're just so amazing. That's literally it, just talking to people. Did you go pee? Go pee so I can tuck you in. I'm almost done. You tried? Okay, go to bed, turn on your TV. I'll be there in 5 minutes, okay? Stop stretching your shirt off, please. Sorry, this is how I work my business into my kids, okay? So yeah, you don't have to enroll 1 million people. You just have to enroll consistently. Honestly, it's all just about duplication. It's all about bringing new people in and teaching them to bring new people in, customers and distributors. Bring more in, bring more in. That is what we get paid to do. We don't get paid to post pretty pictures. Is that an important part of marketing? Yes, but we make money bringing people in. So go bring people in, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. Talk to them like a friend, talk to them like family. Just be chill, feel good about what you're saying. I don't care what you're saying if it's working and you're like not being like a shady human, like keep saying it, it's working. But don't overcomplicate it. The steps to success are key. And if you don't know what that is, it's literally 4 customers, 3 distributors, teach them to do the same. Repeat. 4 customers. Some months you're going to get it done 3 times. Some months you won't get it done at all. But the thing about being successful is always just being consistent. Be a consistent enroller. Be consistently bringing new people on and teaching them to consistently bring people on. That is what's going to take you all the way to ambassador. I do have many massive rollers on my team, and I can ask them, like, what do you do? And they say, what you taught me to do. And I'm like, this is literally my face. What did I teach you to do? Because, I mean, some people just are blessed with that conversation. They just know how to talk to people. That is incredible. So just talk to a lot of people, okay? Shoot for like 10 new names in your notebook every day, your calendar, your follow-up, like whatever you have, okay? That's 10 people you're having conversations with, and get a date from them, or you're like going like good things. Write down 10 new names. You get 10, go for 10 more. Go for 10 more. Okay, I feel like I've really strayed from the steps to success, but it is so simple. Lydia Diaz, she was with the company like way back when, and she did a video like Joel on the steps to success and how if you did it and taught your team to do it, I think she said within 8 months you'd have like, oh my God, it's like a crazy number of people, like 10,000 people on your team or something like that. Okay, like it was insane. Yeah. So it is insane what these simple 3 steps can do for you if you just do them and teach your team to do them. Don't overthink it. It's literally just so simple.
Yep, so true. And it was a big thing. We had a whole segment about it today at the event. And, there are people, Mira Deming, she is a presidential diamond. I didn't want to mess that up. And she does a contest every month for her team for filling out the steps to success. And I thought it was so cool because it's a contest that we're doing for our team right now. We just want to bring it back to the basics. Okay. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors. Help those 3 distributors get their 4 customers, lock in their shopping spree, and then get their 3 distributors. And you know what? What's amazing with our new simplified compensation plan is that you fill out your steps to success and you just build a Ruby. And every single chart in this company, every chart, every rank is just building rubies, okay? An emerald is 2 rubies. A diamond is 3 rubies. A double diamond is 5 rubies, okay? And
I didn't even know that. I was like, oh my God, how many is it?
5. So it's literally just filling out the steps to success and teaching your team to do the same. And that is how you fill out a diamond chart. That's how you go double. That's how you go triple. It's literally those 4 steps, okay? Or the steps to success. It's 3 steps. Setting up your ADBV auto ship. You guys, you have to be a product of the product. I'm just going to talk about this real quick because it was something else that we talked about today. These people who are signing up a crap ton of customers every month, they're doing so with their personal results. When I put up Host to Post, the last day of the month, I signed up 400 BV in orders from Host to Post because I sold triple threat packs because of my personal before and afters from when I had my son, okay? That was a year ago. I'm still using those same before and afters. I'm maintaining my weight, and I'm still using those same before and afters, and I can say, look at my results. I lost 50 pounds after I had my son using these 3 products. I know that they're going to work for you, and I can sell a 120 BV order right there, okay? And people are like, dude, sign me up. It's so important to be using the products. So you set up your ADBV auto ship, okay? You pick 2 to 3 products that you're going to use consistently. You're going to document your stuff, okay? And then that's going to make sure you're commission qualified. You're getting a paycheck. You're working on your 4 customers and your 3 distributors. Aim for 1 a week. 1 a week, that's it. If you can sign up one customer and one distributor a week, you're going to have your steps to success done at the end of the month. You guys, if you're getting out there and you're talking to people and you're having good conversations and you're being genuine and you're having fun with it, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to get in those 2 people each week. And then you just teach those new people that you're bringing in to do the exact same thing. Okay. Thank you so much, Ashley. I love you. This was amazing. I know my team was loving this. Guys, I'm going to get this up on YouTube. The family call is going to be starting, like, I'm surprised I didn't get a notification yet, but if it hasn't started yet, it's going to be starting any minute. I know they definitely are having it tonight. They're going to recap everything that happened in Boston.